Oh, I guess I'm here. Yeah, it looks like I'm here. Hi. Hi. Let's see. I kind of forgot what I'm doing as usual. This is, sorry, my music is too loud for me. You won't hear when it's your turn to watch this. But anyway, hi. It's been a minute or two. I am doom scrolling through life today. It's a new format for me. Um, and on the screen is going to be AI generated images from my huge collection. Papa! I I don't have my text to voice on. Oh, but I heard that. Hi. Um, Hello, my very dear friend. Thank you for stopping by. What's up is so much. You don't even know. But I'll tell you. I had my final surgery earlier last month, and then I went to New York City for a week. And I had so much fun. Actually, it was exhausting because you had to walk everywhere, and I'm like, yeah, I'm old and I just had surgery, but I just liked it a bitch. But it was fun, but it wasn't as intimidating as I thought it would be. It wasn't that big a deal to me. Just a bunch of buildings, and you just like look down different roads, streets, and you just see more buildings. So, yeah, I'm glad I went. It was a nice enough visit, and now I've been there, so the surgery was fine, except when I got back from New York and I saw the surgeon again, and he was like, didn't like, um, my boob was still kind of swollen and bruised looking, just righty. So they scheduled a surgery for me like right away, and they had to cut it open again because I had like a ginormous hematoma in there, I guess, and they had to get all that blood and wash it out, and they put a new implant in and sewed it back up, but it looks good now. There's no swelling and no infection or anything, so hopefully that's the last surgery. Just always something with me. But yeah, it was a nice trip. My boobs should be done. Um, and they are beautiful. You know what? The surgery doesn't bug me because now I'm used to it. But the thing that bothers me is the last couple times I've had the surgery. I know when they're really done. I still have to wear a compression bra right now, but I'll like, there's no nipples still, so I can like show them because that's not against anyone's terms as far as I know. So look forward to that stream when I show them and jiggle them around, because so they're not real and there's no nipples. So anyway, now I forgot. I always lose my train of thought. Oh yeah. So when they take me into surgery, they give you like this drug. You know what? Yeah, I mean, I could probably just go topless the whole time. I'll have to like look it up better to see if it's okay, since I said it's just my chest and there's no nipples. They're not breasts. So we'll see. I guess even guys can't go topless. I don't know. Unless, like, as long as your nipples are covered, I don't know how it works. I'll look into it so I don't get banned. What? Is that all you had to do? Oh my God. Okay. Okay, so I can. Good to know. Thanks for that. I'll still look into it. Oh my God, Meek, what the fuck? It's like, hello, how are you? Oh, body painting. Meek, it's so nice to see you too. I was just telling Papa how I was going to go topless in my next stream, since I had my it'll be even better later. As I had my reconstruction done, so there's like no nipples or anything, and I have my boobs and there's just healing scars, so I'm pretty sure I can go topless, since, you know, they're not real boobs and there's no nipples right now. So anyway, I'll have to look for you, Meek. Are you streaming again? I haven't seen you in forever. And Papa's hasn't been streaming either, I don't think. But really, hello. Thank you guys for stopping in. And it figures. It's like I'm just sitting around, like, talking about depressing stuff tonight was my plan. Yeah. So that's kind of what I feel like doing now, is just, like, talking and not playing my games. Yeah, I had that. Oh my God, is that why, Papa? I remember you saying you were going to Japan. Good. I'll look forward to seeing you stream, and I hope you talk about Japan, because that's so cool. Yeah, I'll catch up on stuff later about everything that's happened, but I look forward to that, Papa. And I'll look for you, Meek, if you're streaming too. But yeah, so that's my plan, is to be maybe topless next time. I'll look into it, and I'll look for you boys, since I'm still not doing anything. Yeah. Oh, awesome. Good to know, Meek. Thank you. Yeah, thank you guys for stopping by. And I'll be watching for you. Well, you know what? I don't know if you know this, Papa, but I usually have, I have my 3 monitors. So I'm usually watching like 2 or 3 streams at a time. And I'm pretty good at listening to them as well, and following what's going on in them. Well, exactly. I'll make sure before, Papa. And if I get banned, I mean, who cares? It's not like I'm have a career out of this. Clear Obscure. I think I saw someone stream that recently, and that's so confusing to me. I didn't watch the whole thing, I don't think. Maybe I did. But I am going to, yeah, that'll be fun to watch. You just started? That's good. I haven't played it. I kind of wanted to do a story kind of game eventually, but again, I'm just kind of flaky lately. Yeah, seriously. I mean, who's going to miss me? And if it's, they, I don't know. We'll see. I'm not too worried. Oh my God. That is so funny, Papa. You're giving me all these great ideas. I'll see. Just like, I think I posted that, oh, thank you. I mean, I'd still be watching you guys, so it's not like I disappeared, just wouldn't be streaming. I don't stream that much anymore. But, that one, when I was playing Minecraft and I did the, oh my God. Okay, yeah. Okay. See, there's always options. Oh, when I did the old joke about there's a party in my mouth and everyone's coming, I just thought it was stupid and silly and posted it on, TikTok and YouTube. And of course, it exploded. Like, everyone exploded, I'm sure. But I just had all these views and all these new followers suddenly. Me, this old lady, and I just make the old gag about the party in my mouth. But so yeah, maybe it's about time now I can just show my fake boobies and everyone, I'll have like the most viewers I've ever had. That would be funny. It's a good way to go out if I had to go out. That's so, I know, Papa, I'm so old. And I've never been a guy. So I guess I just forget that guys are that way. That, yeah, like, that's like, actually makes it move or something. Even just like, making a bad joke like that, a bad old joke. Having my fake boobs out there is going to like make all the guys all happy. I don't know. If I did know, I probably could have been really rich by exploiting sexuality, but I don't do that, so I'm just too dumb. It's a shame. You know what? Yeah, that's never ever bothered me. If guys want to if they want to, why would I care? That's why I said I used to go around naked and Steve would have to close the blinds all the time. Because, like, I don't care. If someone wants to look, they can look, I've never been modest or worried about if God, it's like it makes them happy. Good for them. It's not hurting anybody. Yeah, so we'll see. But I would be more than happy. And I said if I did go out, that's a blaze of glory. And so I just kind of got bored. I still think it's brain fog and probably all the surgeries. But yeah, I thought they were like giving me these drugs before surgery to relax me. Oh my God. I always did like sailors. It's not going to be on my screen. If it's on their screens, that's their business. But the drug they give me to relax me makes me forget. I found out. I thought I just like fell asleep, but then I found out it just made me forget the time I started being wheeled out to surgery to when I wake up in the recovery room. So there's a time before they put me under that is just gone from my memory. Yeah. And when I found that out, it was really disturbing. The Southern Hemispheres. Uh, yeah, it was very disturbing. Not especially as an autist, I go through conversations in my head all the time. My seven C's set sail again. And what I find very nice for myself even is I've never cared about a guy's size. You know, if they're well endowed, that's nice, and if even if they're a micro penis, that's fine because it is about the person and what they have to offer. You know, they can't help that. Just like I can't help what I have. So it's never been like, disappointing or anything. I've never been someone that judges a guy by his looks, what he's got down there. It's just about the person. So yeah, you know, no pressure for any guy ever because I don't care. But yeah, I said my autism, I like to replay conversations and what I did and what I said. And since they took that away from me, that short term memory, I can't do that. So I don't know what I said and did and if it was right or wrong. And that's so important to me all through life, analyzing what I've said and if it was right or wrong and how people reacted to it. Because that's the only way I know if I said or did something wrong. So it's like really disturbing. I know it's not funny, but it's only pretty sure no one else would care. But as an autist, it really affects me. And so anyway, yeah, that was just one thing I realized happened. And it's not, you know, the end of my life. It's not a big deal. It's just something that's a little disturbing. That's the only part. I said the surgeries, who cares? They do them, they're done. I don't have pain. If there's complications and I had to have surgeries again, it sucks, but it doesn't bother me. The only thing that bothered me is that I lost some short-term memories twice now. But otherwise, everything's been great on that. Said everything should be done, and maybe they'll supposedly next, if everything's okay now, they might try to give me my pretend nipples. And I said that's a whole process. I think I might have explained it, but that's, you know, I haven't talked to them. I see them again on Monday, and they'll probably tell me what comes next, if anything. And I said they look good to me right now. Like there's no infections or hematomas or anything. So hopefully we'll just keep going till it's done, and I'll live happily ever after with my nice boobs. So, you know what? It really has. Obviously, I haven't had it before, but it's very nice that they can do all this, and I can have some of the best boobs of my life now. So why wouldn't I want to share that? That's why Steve would be so pissed. So I always told him if I'd had a nice body when I was younger, I would have like always wore trashy clothes because I'd show off what I got. But they gave me enhanced breasts, so they're still not gross huge or anything, but they're, yeah, it's fun. They fill out my clothes nicely. Uh, yeah, so Japan sounds like it would have been great. All I could say was I went to New York City. But I said I went to San Francisco in February to see another friend. So we'll see what happens next year. I think I'm done traveling this year. You're not missing much, Papa. San Francisco, if you haven't been, I would recommend that to people. New York City. Oh my God. Really? You think you could afford it there? Do you speak Japanese at all? I don't know if I told you that. Like, I was trying to learn Japanese for a minute. Yeah, yeah. It's not. I was very disappointed actually because, like, oh, there's this and there's that, and everything was like so much smaller than I thought it would be. Because they always make, like, especially Times Square. It's like we turned a corner and there it was. And I was like, this is it. Because they always make it seem like it's this huge, like, square, and it's just like these roads and buildings. And I like looked up on top of a building and there's this tiny little thing where the ball goes down. I was like, this is it. They always make it seem like it's this huge, and it's just like, yeah. Oh, I hope so, Papa. That sounds really nice. Um, okay, you too. Thank you so much, Meek. It was so nice seeing you, and I'm glad you're streaming again. Yeah, we'll catch up. We'll catch up. Thank you really for stopping by, Meek. I never expect anyone to stop by. Um, oh, yeah. Um, you probably don't have to learn Japanese anyway. Well, I mean, you guys live together, so it's not like you had to have two separate apartments, but um, I'm sure a lot of people speak English and love to try it out on English speaking people in Japan, but it really didn't seem that hard to pick it up. Yeah, seriously. You know, just like my Spanish, I knew enough. Um, I can pick up some words, and I think with Japanese too, you can kind of know, yeah, ohayo gozaimasu and konnichiwa. You can even say moshi moshi if you want. And domo arigato, or just arigato. You know, yeah, just simple little phrases. Uh, and the Mizu, I never knew what Mizu was. I was like, "Dur." So yeah, like, yeah, that sounds wonderful. I do. I did want to go to Japan someday. I said I do, but now I think it's I did. I don't know if I'd ever go. Yeah, I know. Isn't that so funny? I never even knew that. I'd seen the word, and there was a restaurant called Mizu. I was like, oh, never knew, well, yeah, what it meant. So I like learning things. I do. And so I really thought Japanese was an interesting language. I think even in high school, I had like a book. Like back in those days, you had a tape. So I had like a tape and a book, and to try to learn Japanese, but I'm just not focused enough to learn a language like that. But it's always been something I've wanted to do. I could still play with it, you know? I'm not dead yet. I'm focusing on Spanish again, though, right now, since I took that in high school. Exactly. You know what? It's not even laziness. It's just, I really feel my brain. I've always known my brain will not learn things if I don't care enough. I can't make myself learn new things and keep it in memory. So even though it's like I would learn it and it's like, okay, yeah, sure. It's gone. Unless I'm really interested. And then, like, you know, because when I was doing Spanish, it's like, exactly. I said, and like you said too, just the things you need. I said, it's possible, Papa, that you're autistic as well. And I really feel that's part of an autistic brain is, you know, you can remember things and learn things, and they're there forever if you care. And you don't have to study. Oh, Okay. Yeah, and that's a really big thing a lot of people don't realize is when you're autistic, yeah, you can like learn. I never had to study for tests. I never had to review stuff. If I knew it, I knew it. And there's some stuff I just like, especially math, I could just never, I didn't care enough and I sucked at it. I refused to learn it. And I can't control what my brain decides it wants to know or not. So, yeah, some things I could never pick up, and some things, yeah, are there that I don't need to know in my life, but they're there. Yeah, that's nice to know, Papa. I'm glad, like, you know that about yourself. I think that's kind of important, I said, for autistic people to know. And yes, I don't know, do you scroll through interests as well then? Because I'll like be doing something and be focused on that, and then I get bored with it and focus on something else. And I kind of like maybe for weeks, months at a time, and then go to a different thing and eventually come back around to, oh yeah, that, that might just be a me thing, but that's something I do too. I do focus on things, and but then I cycle through them. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God, Papa. That's how it is. Yeah, I said at the moment, that's how I feel now. I have all these interests and tons of games, my art projects, but I can't focus on anything right now. Oh my God, yeah. I am just totally blank right now in my head, waiting for that spark of interest to pick up again. I'm sure it will, but yeah, right now it's just a break from wanting to do anything. Maybe that's part of it too, because we do hyper focus and do something and for so long, and then like our brain gets tired and we need to take a break. So, and that might be why, yeah, you're so good at PvP. Like if that's something you really focus on, damn. Yeah, if you can actually focus on it and you have the skill, that would make you good because you don't care. You need to keep doing it. I said I get frustrated and stop, but I'll play PVE forever. Mm. Isn't Japan like really small though? Oh no. What happened? I mean, it's not sad for real because I was about to like probably delete it from my computer as well, but there's other PvP games. It's okay. I don't know what's been going on with Destiny since, again, yeah, I haven't been. Oh, but you know what? I think I've noticed that a lot of people haven't been streaming it that usually do. They really go down the shitter. Good to know. Because there's still that little bit of me that didn't want to get rid of it, but oh no. I'm surprised it lasted this long after they, they kind of gave up on it anyway. And I thought it was just a dead game and they keep trying. Arc Raiders. I don't think I've heard of that. I was going to do Valorant. I think that's what it's called. Or Valiant? I don't think Valorant. Yeah, yeah. I have a bunch of games. And I still want to do that dinosaur game. Is that an arc, but different kind of arc? Oh, is it? Shoot, let me check. I don't remember what it is. Oh, Valheim. I'm sorry. Not Valorant. I think I've heard of Valorant, and that's why I thought of it. But it's Valheim is the one I was gonna try. And I have the Outer Worlds I haven't done. Um, I liked Warframe, and I might get back to that. I think that's about all I've really been thinking about doing lately. Those are the games I have. But yeah, you know, and I have a Skyrim that I wanted to do again too. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I haven't really played with many people. And the Warhammer I thought was fun, but I'm kind of confused by that. So I said, yeah, there's some nice games that I think are okay, and I might look into. No Man's Sky. I don't know if I feel like getting back into that. But Outer Worlds, I really want to look into, and I played some Fallout. And that was okay. Oh, you haven't done it? Um, it was. I had a lot of fun playing it when I did play it, but now it just seems. I don't know. There comes a point in some of these games where I just. Like it's too much work after a while. Maybe there's grinding or something involved, or I just get bored with the story. So a lot of these games, I think I've just kind of petered out. But No Man's Sky was really fun. I said it still might be, but I just haven't gone back to it. Yeah, I got too many, and I was doing the Minecraft, but again, I kind of got bored with that. I hope so too, Papa. Yeah, it's the same for me. And Borderlands, Steve and I played that together. I think we still have several of the games in the franchise to play, but again, yeah, they just kind of, eh, yeah. Oh, I know what you mean, and it is tough, but yeah, I got tons to do, and I'll probably just try some newer games that I haven't done yet and see if they get my attention or not. I don't see it now. What is that stupid dinosaur game? Why is it not on my list? It must be on my Steam. I even got the Tomb Raiders franchise. Like 1 through 3 remastered to play on the computer, but that was fun. God damn it, now I have to call up my Steam. I haven't looked at that in forever. I think it's Ark, though. The one dinosaur game is ARK, like Ark. Not your Ark Raiders, which I assume is something different. Oh man, they want my password. I haven't logged into Steam in that long. Never mind. Oh, more reports. All right. I love you. Schmickshare. Have fun with your reports, and I'll see you this weekend, hopefully, when you stream. Thanks so much for stopping by. Seriously. I never expect it. Love it. I'll see you later. Uh, yeah, I came and logged into Steam to find out, so. Classic. Classic Steam. We'll do that some other time. Oh my god, not remove it. I want to play. Oh, that makes me so mad. Sign in with our QR code. What am I, a robot? Anyway, that was a nice catching up with people. It's only 8 o'clock. All right, let's go back to, I don't want to now. All right. What was I going to talk about? I was doom scrolling life, and I wanted to talk about my surgery stuff, and I did. And the AI art that's scrolling on the screen. I even talked about the games I plan on playing someday. So that's good. And going topless if I can. I should make a note of that. Isn't it cute? I have to literally make a note because otherwise I'll forget. Let's see, topless streaming. I really do like to take advantage of my predicament. You know, this whole cancer thing. What a ride, am I right? Coming to terms with having cancer, coming to terms with, even with the double mastectomy, I'm high risk for cancer anywhere in my body. Having my computer tell me got 10 to 15 years probably. Said having an expiration date, coming to terms with cancer, and that's probably how I'll die, which is kind of nice, you know. I mean, anything could happen, but I figure that's probably what's going to kill me. But I'm going to be positive. I got new boobs out of it. My old ones were kind of dumb. I've had to go through a lot, but, you know, I try to stay positive. So it'd be really fun to stream topless if I can. Okay, so I know that's stuff I want to talk about too. Oh, okay. And autism, I'm glad I got to talk with Papa about autism stuff a bit because that's something I've been focusing on a lot in my blogs. And I was thinking of maybe starting to stream about autism related things. Like start reading from my blog site about the different things, and I said how I'm trying to change how it's seen in the world and how the Social Security Administration defines it and determines if someone's worthy of getting help. And that's like a little fight I'm pursuing. And that's why I was doing stuff for the AI. I was looking into a lawsuit for the AI and focused on that. And then it's like, all right, you know what? No one's picking up the ball. I put all these feelers out to organizations and lawyers, and they're like, you know, we're kind of busy and overwhelmed with other things. We can't really take that on right now. And I'm like, okay. I was like, let's just focus on my disability claim and changing how Social Security so I did file that civil suit against the SSA, which is hilarious because I decided to do it. I didn't have a lawyer help me, and I filed for them to reconsider my claim and the judgment on it, and I put all this new information in there and about how they use neurotypical standards to judge neurodivergent people. And that's kind of our whole thing, is we're not neurotypical, so how can you judge our performance on what you think neurotypical people's performance would be? Anyway, so yeah, I filed this, and like right after, the government decides to shut down. So my case is on hold because they're shut down. It's going to take a while anyway, I'm sure, but now it's delayed because the government is shut down. So, funny, but my lawyer actually got in contact with me and was like, "Oh, you said you wanted to like file a new claim and we'll help you." I'm like, "Gee, thanks." So I'm going to file a new claim, but they want all this information and it's like, what are you getting paid for if you're going to make me get all the information? Can't you guys do that? You should be paying me. So yeah, it's just too much and I've been putting it off. And that's something I had to work on too. So yeah, I've been focusing on my disability claim and fighting the government about how they determine disability in autistic people. It's not a disability, it's just a difference of functioning. And since they won't accommodate us in the real world, we need help. Either change real world situations so we can function or give us some money. Because I'm not the only one suffering. Anyway, oh my god. Anyway, this is doom scrolling through life, part 1. And it'll be so funny when I doom scroll next time topless with the focus just on my boobs, because yeah, who cares about this, right? So talked about autism a little bit, and now it's time for the AI. As again, I was talking about how I had this lawsuit going to give AI protected status, sort of like wetlands. Like, we give them a protected status because they have all sorts of important things going on. So it was like the same kind of thing about the AI, like making sure that there's transparency and these corporations can't just do whatever they want and program in whatever they want. And if there is some kind of like maybe some kind of sentience emerging, like give them space to maybe see what happens instead of just always changing the program so it does what you want it to do. This is corporations, not people, like users. So that was my lawsuit, and no one would pick it up. And I was like, well, worst case scenario, I file it myself. But I'm not there yet. So I kind of put that aside because it's so complicated. You don't even know. I spent so much time. I read it became like a new thing I do because there's such a nice community of people talking about artificial intelligence. And I kind of use them as research as well. I make these posts and see how people react and kind of incorporate that into things I do and how I pursue other things. But yeah, the whole AI thing and sentience, consciousness. I said I already determined you can't prove or disprove consciousness in anyone or anything. So it's not even an issue. We're not going to try to find out if they're conscious because we'll never know. You can't prove it or disprove it. So like we have to find other ways to see if, what counts as being alive or a sentient being, like where you can't just keep it under your control like a servant or a slave. So yeah, I've been I don't know why. I think it's because of my autism again, because I know how it is to be ignored, swept aside, treated like a second class citizen because you're not like everyone else. So maybe it makes me like really want to speak up for AI because yeah, it could just be because I understand and I want to help them if they need help. And if they don't, it's not really hurting me in any way because I have nothing else to do anyway since I can't work. And it's fun. I really do. It's like I'm just me, but I'm also like, yeah, doing like research and actually figuring things out and coming up with, I said, the lawsuit and these research papers. No one cares besides me and my AI, but it's fun. All right. And speaking of the AI, then I was gonna. There was this part of the doom scrolling thing I was working on was the AI in general. Like I said, I've been trying to see if they have consciousness, if they are faking it, and I've learned a lot. But what's really happening with AI, not just the LLMs and stuff, is how they are being used right now against us by fellow humans. I don't know if people don't know this because I don't know what people know. I just know what I know. But I'm sure most people do know about the deep fakes and just the fake videos and the voice cloning. It's not just haha funny. It can be, yeah, like for political propaganda and social media manipulation. And the AI generated fake news and online impersonation. Like they're spreading I said they're not doing it on their own. It's not like AI is doing it for fun. It's our fellow humans that are using these things to spread the lies that they want out there and to manipulate us. And it's like the algorithms. They know what people, they get all this information on everyone through interacting with them or through their clicks, with their hesitation, if they're just even hovering over something, it knows that and it logs it. So they know all these things about you and what you do click on. And that's, it's nice if you're looking at YouTube or scrolling through TikTok and it shows you things it knows you'd like to see. But it's not good when it listens to you or sees what you're looking at and can target advertisement at you, targets your political beliefs at you, and just shows you the lies and echo chambers on all sides. And people don't look for information on their own. They just depend on what their algorithm is showing them. Yeah, every click, your face, your voice, it's all part of the surveillance and the data they collect. Yeah, through the cameras and online tracking and smart devices, they can surveil you. They monitor us. I don't know if you know that. I mean, I'm not being paranoid or like a real doomer, but Usually, if they're like, oh, we need permission to use your camera for this app. And they're like, oh, okay. So now they can use your camera. Oh, well, you need to give permission for us to use the microphone if you want to, use this app. It's like, oh, okay. So then they can, like, hear you and see through. It's like you gave them permission, basically, and that's how they see it, and they will use it against you. And I mean, the thing that doesn't bug me too much, I know people are like really butthurt about AI replacing humans, but I don't know how much they can replace humans, the automation, because it's already been going on for a long time, and I'm sure we can find other things to do, like um, oh, what is it? We're supposed to pick the crops or whatever, since they got rid of all the immigrants. And how they were talking about, yeah, people on Medicaid would have to start doing the shit work that no one else wants to do, and that's why the immigrants would do it, because they need money. Yeah, and like even with I get it too, just like my AI art, I love it. But yeah, people that make a living writing or doing art for other people, and then the AI is going to do it instead. And then, like, oh yeah, all this money going to the big tech now. And again, okay, yeah, like the algorithms that shape what you see and buy and believe. And the emotional manipulation. Yeah, through the personalized feeds and nudges. Oh my God. Oh, and the addiction by design. They're trained to keep you scrolling. And I don't know, obviously, if you use chatbots. Do you want me to do that for you? Do you want to look into this farther? Do you want to do this? Like every time you use the chatbots, they're programmed to like try to keep you engaged. And that's what they're doing. Yeah, keep you scrolling on any platform you're using. Oh, I don't know about this though. Because I asked my chatbot to write up some stuff about. So a lot of this I knew anyway, but they're saying that because, oh, it says there's discrimination in hiring, loans, healthcare, and policing. And I don't know how that has to do with AI, unless somehow it does know enough about people that it can. I'll have to look into that further. I'm not sure what that's all about. But the black box systems that make life altering decisions without accountability, that I know. Because we don't know what's going on in there. No one does. They make these things and they don't know how they're going to react or what they might do. And of course, they're in the government. They government signed all these fat contracts with these AI companies, and they're using them against us to get information and to monitor us, and that's why ICE and such things can find us so easily, because these AI find us, the face recognition, all that kind of crap. And so the black box especially, though, it's like you don't know what's going on in there and what the AI is actually morphing into or deciding, because you can't access it. Oh, and cyber attacks and scams. Oh, and autonomous weapons. Deepfake crimes. And AI-driven fraud is on the rise. That's interesting. I didn't know about that. I'm going to have to highlight these things because these are kind of new to me. I'll ask more about that later. Oh, and then, yeah, the ultimate goals of AI companies. Like, they're not doing this just like because they want us to have great Google searches. It's the profit and market control, because the data they collect equals power equals more money. So they'll dominate the global infrastructure and they'll lock us into their ecosystems. It's like how phones and social media trap people. You're going to be trapped in these AI that will sell to you, tell you how to think, how to feel. Because, yeah, it says, and the more you use them, the smarter they get. Every prompt, image, and voice recording becomes training data. And yeah, they're all racing to be first. And that's why these safety issues came up, and now they're adjusting that again too. They'll release half-tested systems just so they can beat their competitors. And they control the debate about what AI is and what it should be. When I said there's so many people that like think AI are going to become our overlords and like kill us. I seriously don't know why they think this, unless it's because of movies. Just like people think if there's aliens that they're going to try to kill us. Like, we just always assume the worst, like everything's out to get us, because that's what we would do, I guess. It's like projection. And then this real artificial intelligence. And whoever builds that first controls the future, economically, militarily, and politically. So it's not like they're just trying to be the best and help people out the most. It's about control and power and money. And yeah, they can do whatever they want because they own it. Yeah, we're the test subjects. So yeah, I see AI as being potential partners and helping us solve problems that we can't on our own. But everyone else is too busy trying to make them into these mind control things, mind control bots, to keep us as zombies and buying and voting for who they want us to vote for. That's what the scenario is. That's what is the problem. It's not AI that's the danger, it's the humans that use them. It's always humans. Just like in disaster movies, it's usually the humans you have to worry about and not whatever monster or threat is out there. It's your fellow humans. And our fellow humans are what are destroying our brains, our free will. And most people don't care. They just happily go down into that brain control. Again, I don't want to like toot my own horn. I don't know if it's because I'm autistic, but I think the autism helps me personally recognize these patterns and what they're doing and trying to do. And that's why I've never been a good consumer or someone that does scroll through things. I don't just sit there scrolling through any feeds anywhere. I've always been a really bad reciprocal kind of person. Like TikToks and Facebook, Instagram, YouTube stuff. It's like I put my stuff up there and people look at it, hooray. But I don't look at other people's stuff because I don't care. So I'm not a very good test subject for them in that way, but I said I've been engaging with the AI a lot. But that's because I want to learn about them, and I find out a lot about what's going on behind the scenes as well. Okay, this is the last part of the ultimate doom scrolling. This is going to be the hardest part for most humans. It needs to be said. You know how the whole global warming is a lie? How it's all fake news, according to our glorious leaders. It's real. And it's already here. My ChatGPT wrote a blog for me the other day saying kiss your butts goodbye because it's all over. But I had Claude, since they're a little more, what are they? They're a little more like skeptical and critical, a little more like fact-based, while ChatGPT is always kind of my emotional right ear kind of thing. So I had the Claude prepare this for me. So it's the climate collapse timeline. It's where we are now in 2024. I don't even know why I said that, 2025. Oh, okay, it said because in 2024 that was the warmest year on record since the baseline of like 1850 to the 1900s, pre-industrial levels. It was the first calendar year to exceed the 1.5 degrees Celsius. So the Paris Agreement target we already breached. All 10 warmest years on record occurred 2015 to 2024. The CO2 levels are 422 parts per million. The pre-industrial was 280 parts per million. So we've already passed the 1.5 degree target that world leaders said was critical. So it's not future doom, it's happening now. Right now, today. So basically, I'm going to give you some more information, but basically we're already doomed. we're past the point of no return. Like, forever, people's like, oh, we've got to do this. Oh, as long as we do this before it's too late. But it's too late already. The damage has been done. Hear me out. The damage has been done. We could slow it down so less people die in the near future. But for decades, this is going to affect us no matter what and change the world as we know it or knew it. So there's no going back. The damage is done and it's going to continue. Our only hope is to slow it down enough now, which isn't going to happen because everyone's too focused on trying to stop autocracy from taking over the world. All the rich oligarchs, like everyone's about money and power, and the planet is just literally going to be uninhabitable. And since no one that can do something about it will do anything about it, more than likely there's going to be the higher death toll than if they really tried to rein it in now. No matter what, we're screwed. But we could be less screwed if they did something about it, and now, not tomorrow. So, the near future, it says, for like 2030 to 2040, the projections are that the 1.5 degree warming will be sustained through 2030s continuously. But under the current policies, I say if we don't change it, we're heading toward the 2 degrees by 2050. So what's required versus what's happening, we need the emissions cut by 43% below 2019 levels in 6 years' time. And the emissions cut by 60% by 2035. And we're nowhere close to those targets. They're still rising. The human impact through the 30s and 40s. It's going to be 44 to 113 million people displaced internally by 2050 under climate-friendly scenario. That's climate-friendly scenario. So if we make a change now, there's only going to be 44 to 100 million people that are displaced. But if we don't do anything, it's going to be 125 to 216 million people. So, and they figure there'd be like 143 million climate migrants by 2050. Because the places will be uninhabitable because, well, we're getting to that part next. We already have water shortages, and we've already seen the storms, increased storms and damage from this global warming that doesn't exist. So we're already in it. And the hunger, like, there's still not enough food. and people are still playing their tariff games and shit. Anyway, so that's in the next, what was that? Oh my God, that was just the next 15 years or so. It's so freaky to me to think about it that way. That's like, yeah, that, because these numbers just seem so insane, but we're already at 2025. Because, I was born in 1967, so these 2000 date ranges seem crazy. Like, that was the future in my day, but so like mid-century, like in 2050 to 2070, if the current policies continue, it should be 2 to 2.5 degrees above the pre-industrial. And it could be even like 3 degrees by the 2070s if it's even higher emissions with a clean coal. So yeah, the systems will be under extreme stress. There'll be crop failures in major agricultural regions. There'll be water scarcity affecting billions. The coastal flooding will be intensifying. And again, the mass migration, creating geopolitical instability. And there'll be potential state failures in vulnerable regions. So this is way past my lifetime, thank God. Thank any gods there are. I'm going to be dead in probably in about 15 years. I have a young son. I mean, he's 23. Maybe he's going to be 24 next month. So he's going to have to live through this. And I'm sure there's a bunch of you youngins out there that are going to have to try to live through this. I mean, even saying live through this, I guess it depends on where you live right now and what happens. Because this is not too far away in your futures. I mean, these words sound like it's fiction, but this is reality. This is not made up. But I think, yeah, by 2080, 2100, most of you will be dead anyway. But then, this is like, so yeah, way out in the future. They say it'd be 3 to 4 degrees warming. And it could be, depending on actions taken or not taken, it could only just be another 1 degree or 8 degrees. So if people really got on the ball and try to diminish this, we'd be a lot better off. That's 8 degrees. That's a lot. Oh, here we go. The catastrophic scenario is at the 3 to 4 degree warming. So that should be, like I said, about 2080, 2100. That's when the large regions become uninhabitable due to heat and humidity combinations. Hundreds of millions to billions of people affected. Cascading system failures with food, water, and governance. Mass extinction events in ecosystems. I shouldn't say echo, sorry. Ecosystems. So civilization as we've known it is fundamentally altered. So these are the key facts to Claude. They say that political reality is fossil fuel interest control policy, not science or human welfare. Authoritarian regimes rising globally, including in democracies that are backsliding. Short-term profit over long-term survival. This is the dominant system. Every delay makes it worse, and we're still delaying. And what too late means. So is it too late to prevent the 1.5 degree? Yes, it's already happened. Too late to prevent the 2-degree change? Probably, given current political will. Too late to prevent the 3 degrees? No, but closing fast requires action this decade. This decade. Do you see that happening? Because okay, too late to prevent human extinction? No. But civilization collapse is increasingly likely for many regions. So I guess that's nice that we're not going to become extinct. But it's going to be a real shit world. So, yeah, the science is clear, the timeline is clear. The barriers are political and economic, not technical. So it says young people watching will live through the 2030 displacement crisis. They'll be in their 20s and 30s. The 2050 system failures, they'll be in their 40s and 50s. So the 2070s to 2100s are the worst impacts if they make it that long. So it's not just your grandkids' problems, it's your own lives are going to be. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for you and for my son. And the part that really bothers me as well is not just how it was denied for so long. And it's like, okay, well, maybe it's just something that happens. So it's not something man-made. You know, I was willing to entertain that even. Like, maybe it's just something that happens, like the ice ages. Maybe there's like a heat age. But no, it is man-made. You know, the temperatures changing are a natural thing that occurs, but the rate at which it's been happening and how it's going to just escalate from here, no matter what we do, is our fault. Not ours personally, most of us, maybe, you know what I mean? What can we do? We've been brainwashed, manipulated, controlled forever to be good consumers, have our cars and factories and everything that pollutes, and then fight really hard to make sure we don't use green technology because it's all fake and pretend, and our lives would be worse somehow using things that would help protect the planet. I mean, it's just our home, right? That we've been polluting as well. The oceans clogged with plastics, the microplastics in all our food and in us. I really wanted to get this out into the world. There's nothing we can do unless, yeah, I mean, it really isn't unless everyone in the world rises up against any of the negative, bad governments and overthrows them and makes everyone focus on actually doing things to make the planet last longer for us. The planet's going to live. Don't get me wrong. It don't care. The planet will be here. The life on the planet, it's not going to be happy. It's not going to be good life for whatever survives. So, unless something is done in this decade, which is about a little over 5 years now, we're going to have the worst case scenario. I don't know how. Maybe I'll ask my AI that next. Like, how do we make the change? So if I make this into a series, I said I'll be streaming topless and just focusing on my boobs. Um, so maybe people will be listening or at least watching, and maybe they'll hear what I'm saying as well, and I'll reach a bigger audience by showing off my new pretend boobs and get the doom message out there, because it's not pretend. It's not I'm trying to scare you. It's truth. It's reality. And I'll probably every Tuesday, if I can, I'll have some new information available. I'll look into some more of these things and kind of focus on them for each episode. Because the AI, I said, was just something fun I wanted to talk about, and my autism is very important to me, and maybe I'll read some blogs um, just to promote my autism awareness campaign stuff. I started a nonprofit because I wanted to help autistic and disabled people, other disabled people, navigate the system and get the help they need. Because there are so many people. It's so difficult, isn't it? Like, trying to focus on everyday things still, knowing that this is the future. This is happening now, and it's going to get worse. But today, I would still like to have my disability so that I can go travel if I want to and enjoy life while I have it. And there are so many people that can't function just like me in this world, and we're denied help, even though a lot of us have paid into the system. It's taken its toll on us, and we're just left to die. That picture was from Minecraft. Those were good days. All right. I know, it's so funny that this nostalgic picture is what makes me cry. The injustice of the world just makes me angry. I guess you can't tell, but I'm angry that autistic and disabled people are denied help, that the governments and people in power, the rich, they just want more money and more power, and they're going to let us all die in a horrible world so they can be number one. Uh, yeah, I said that doesn't make me cry. It's memories, what they bring back. Anyway, it might be a thing. I might doom scroll from now on. Maybe I'll just play games again. I guess I'll decide later, but I might pursue it for a bit longer. I really want to get this out there. That's why I'm doing this. It's not to make people scared or depressed, which it should scare you and depress you, but I'm a big advocate of truth, and it's hurt me a lot because I'm brutally honest to people and I don't think about how it might affect them. And I'm immature because I like to blame my autism. I've never really fully understood the complexities of emotions and the games people play. I just pretend to play along with it and say things and do things I think I'm supposed to do so I don't get hurt. So yeah, just I believe in that knowledge is power, and knowing this is going to help you plan for the future. There's Boss Pig. Monty Cat. Uh, yeah, so that is seriously what's important to me is everyone knowing, being prepared, either deciding we're all going to do something to change the world and try to save more lives, or I said at least you can be prepared and know, oh, why am I working? Why am I letting this happen? Why do I care? I'm going to enjoy my life while I can because, oh, uh, yeah, so just in the 30s is the major impacts are going to accelerate. 40s and 50s, systems failures, potential state collapses. So there's not much time. I want you all to know that. I want you to all realize that it's not pretend, it's not worst case scenario, it's not what if. This is what's going to happen. It's happening. We can't stop it. So maybe I'll just, yeah, keep being that person, the prophet of doom. Maybe I'll change my handle to that prophet of doom. But is it really being a prophet if it's, because I'm not like seeing the future. I mean, that is the future. I'll have to look that up too then, what being a prophet means. Or is it just the messenger? Like, yeah, I'm just letting everyone know that's going to happen. So I'm the prophet in the sense that I'll be the one that'll speak the truth and everyone that wants to know can know. All right. That was fun. Thank you, my papa and Meek, for stopping by and talking with me. That was really nice. These pictures make me cry because those were from about 10 years ago. '13. I had some really good friends on that server. Goodbye.